Hey folks, I'm Meg and it is Wednesday. This week's theme on A4OUT is boys. I actually had a bunch of ideas for this video and I could not decide which to do until I came up with Boy Story 3. And then I knew that I had to tell stories about boys so I could use that name. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so story number 1. So there was this boy named Blake in my Sunday school class, and I was probably around 4 or 5. We were sitting across from each other, and he just looks over at me and does this. Hey honey, wanna smell? And so of course you can imagine I'm like, and that has stayed in my mind as like one of my first boy experiences, just as like how strange boys are. Oh my gosh. Story number 2. Okay, so skip forward in time to me as like a 15-year-old, I guess, or so. I was so super into this guy. I was convinced that I was desperately in love. I just adored him. So we were in the car and we were listening to music and he was doing stupid air guitar moves or something, and he looked over and he apologized to me. And of course the only thing for me to say back to him was, it's fine, it's cute. I mean, I don't care. Yeah. Oh. It was just so like, oh my gosh, why did I say that? That was a moment I will remember forever. That was quite the moment. Quite the moment. Story number 3. Now skip ahead a year, and I was totally over that guy from Boy Story 2. Like, who even cares about that kid? Like, what? Not me. Like, I had a crush on him for 2 years, and then it just like shriveled up when I got a boyfriend. He and I were totally new to relationships and romancy stuff, and we did not know what we were doing. Our dates really just consisted of hanging out at his house, and I'm pretty sure we only did that twice. And we were only dating for about 2 months, so... But anyway, so our first date had consisted of just like kissing it up. Our second date, however, we were watching TV with his family most of the time. Everyone was around. We didn't really have time to ourselves. So there just wasn't really much of that. They were dropping me off with my dad, and he had walked around to the side I would be sitting on, and he helped me put my stuff in the car and all of that. And honestly, most of the kisses that had happened so far weren't that enjoyable. I really wanted to just have a really wonderful, great, romantic, perfect kiss. And I was determined. I knew that I could do it. I thought that I could do it. So we were about to hug. We were not set up for a kiss. This was not the right time to do it, but I went for it anyway. And essentially, this is what played out. Our faces crashed together so hard, and it hurt! So with much awkward boyfriend-girlfriendy embarrassment, I got into the car and I sat down and I called it a day. He texted me saying how nice it was. How nice that kiss had been. I was so confused. I was like, did he not just experience what I just experienced? Like, how was that nice? It wasn't at all. It was horrible. It was embarrassing and it hurt my face. Then later on that night, I found out from my dad that his mom had been watching us. He said that he watched her face and she just looked like shocked and a little bit horrified, and nothing about that was good. Just the fact that she had been watching us and she knew that I was kissing on her son. It was just like, oh, why? Why is this happening to me? I remember just coming home that night and lying down on the living room floor and just being so done. I do not deserve this. This is my life. This is the path that I have chosen. Why? So there you go. Boy Story 3. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I just had to make you listen to my horrible, uncomfortable experiences with boys. You're a great audience. Thank you very much.